Welcome once again. This is your host, Reverend Joshua. And this week we've been looking at loving God with our everything. And remember, yesterday we talked about loving God with all our heart. And we said the heart is the center, what holds the soul, what holds the mind, everything that we have. The emotion, the center of our emotions, that's what heart is. We need to love God with all our desires, our affections, and everything. But today we're going to look at the other part of it that Jesus says, love the Lord your God with all your soul. Not part of your soul, but all your soul. And what is the soul? The soul, the word soul is the same word that we find the word psyche or psyche. I'm psyched up. Tunasemanga hivyo, we say I'm psyched up. And the soul is the breath of life. It is the vital force which makes your body become alive. That animates your body, that makes you come alive. That's what your soul is all about. And you know, that is where life is. The soul is the seat of feelings. Please note, it is the seat of feelings. It is the seat of desires. It is the seat of affections. It is the seat of all your aversions. And it is that place of your soul that Jesus says that love the Lord God with all your soul. You know, I've heard people say, Mimi, I get angry and I can put Jesus on aside and I deal with you first and then I'll take Jesus again. That is an immature way of looking at life. And what Jesus is telling me and you, that when it comes to loving God, we cannot separate him from our daily life. You cannot separate him from what you do day in, day out. In your actions, in your thoughts, in your emotions, in your aspirations, in your desires, in your focus of life, and what drives you. If God is not part and parcel of all those things and those areas of your life, then you're not loving him with all. You know, believers, we are very funny people. We love God only when we want to become spiritual. We want to pray, or we want to worship, when we go to church. And God is saying, it is 24/7. Me and you, love me, give me your utmost devotion. Serve me with everything. And I've been thinking about this. If I have to love the Lord with all my soul and with all my heart, it means this. When I'm tempted, or the enemy brings temptations my way, and I have practiced that I'm learning how to love God with everything, then I need to ask myself a question. How does this temptation of what the enemy is pursuing me to or persuading me to do, how does it express love for God? And that's when you realize, no, I need to back off. This cannot please him. Paul says and writes to the Romans, he tells them, even when you get to eat as unto the Lord. Basic things of life, like you're doing it for him. And this is where true Christianity is operated. This is where true maturity is expressed. The ability to love God with all your heart and with all your soul. This is where most of us, we lose it. This is where most of us, our Christianity cannot count. This is where we do not reflect and show him in our lives. This is where people doubt whether we are born again or not. Because what they see in us has nothing of devotion to God, has not been touched by him. Why? Because we've learned to separate God from our lives. God is not the Lord of our hearts, the center of our lives. Remember, it's in your heart that your life flows from. Everything you are, everything you shall be, has to be molded from your heart. That's where everything flows from. And Jesus is saying, if you're not loving the Lord your God with that utmost devotion, giving your all and everything to Him, then you're missing the point. Then you are immature in your faith. And it is not easy. I have no illusions, friends, that this is easy. But yet, this is the high calling that God is calling us, me and you, to give our utmost devotion to Him. Everything we got. We shall look tomorrow. How do we love Him? With our mind. God bless you. Have a fruitful day.